morning, boys and girls. Welcome to your maths lesson today. Today, we are having a look at place value. We all know that great mathematicians have to have a really great understanding of place value. The better you know this, the more it's going to help you with those more challenging mathematical questions. Your first job today is to create your own place value chart at home. So in class, we've done this by finding some masking tape and putting that on the ground, or you can see that I've quickly made one up here behind me. I've done this on a big piece of paper. I've used colored textures. And so you are going to do the same. You know that in your place value chart, we're looking at our 1 periods and then up into our thousands. So I want you to do the same. So I've broken my place value chart in ones and thousands, and then we know, this is our patterns, that in our ones, we have our 1 column, our tens column, our hundredths column. Then we jump up into our thousands in the same pattern again. We have our ones, our 1000s, 10,000s, and 100,000. So that's as big as your place value chart is going to be today. So you can do this in your notebook. You might create a table on Google Documents. Again, you might find some concrete items around the house and help create it that way. You might have a whiteboard like we use in class, and you might use a whiteboard marker to break that up into our ones, tens, hundreds, and then you go into your thousands, your 10,000, and then your 100,000, and break it up like that. What I'm going to ask you to do is pause this video because we're going to do some activities together. Okay, but I really want you to have that place value chart done up so we can continue. Awesome. So hopefully you have got that done. You have organized your place value chart, and now we're going to have a look at some number combinations and how we're going to use that to assist us with our learning today. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give us some numbers. Like for today, we are also looking at worded numbers. Okay, so starting to build our knowledge of not just the numbers in numeral form, having a look at the word. So I'm going to give us a bunch of numbers, okay, and then we're going to set some challenges to see what combinations we can put into our place value chart. So our first number I have is the number 8. Start thinking about where you might put that. I've got the number 2. I've got the word 100. 6. 40. 1,000, and I've got the word end. I've added the word in end, so start thinking about how we might use that. So 2, 8, 100, 6, 40, 1,000, end. When we write numbers in words, we write it how we say it out loud. So it's a really good practice to say these numbers out loud, because I have added that number that word in for a special reason. Now, 40 is an interesting number, because when we had a look at this, we know that the value of 40, if I asked you how many ones is in 40, you would tell me there is 40 ones in 40. If I asked how many tens is in 40, how many tens is in 40? Hopefully you said 4, because we know that when we're using our concrete items, if we have 10 ones, it becomes a 10. Now, if I had 4 lots of 10, it would be 40. So if I put the word 40 there, the value is 40, isn't it? However, if I moved up into my thousands period, okay, that has now become 40,000, okay? So think about that in terms of place value, which one is larger. Okay, so I'm going to create a number now out of these, okay, you might create your own. And we're going to put that into our place value chart, okay? So I'm going to have a quick look at it and organize it to create a number, and then I'm going to write it correctly into my place value chart, okay? So I'm going to organize these a little bit. I'm going to think about having my single numbers, so 2, 8, and 6. I've got 40 in the tens place. I've got 100, 1,000, and over there. Okay, so now I'm going to think about creating a number. I'm going to do 6. Make sure you can see. 6,000. 6,000. 200. And so remember, this is, I'm saying it out loud, so I know that N needs to go there. 840, no, that doesn't work. And 48. 6,248. Remember, it's really important to say this out loud to make sure it makes sense. Now, does that number make sense? Is that a correct number? So now I need to write it into my place value chart. So you're going to come over, you might do this with me. You might have created your own number. So we're going to write that correctly into our place value chart. So 6,248. So I'm going to write 6,000 because it's not 60,000. So 6,248. Now, that is correct. That is a number. But now I want you to create the largest number you can with these words. What is the largest number that you can create with these words? You're going to pause that video. You're going to have a look at these words. And you're going to try and create the largest number, okay? I'm going to do the same while you're doing this. So I'm going to jump up. I'm going to have a little look at my numbers. Pause this video. And you come back and let's see if we got the right or the same number. Now, I'm having a look at the numbers. Now, I know that when I put the 40 here, 40,000, that's a lot higher than 2,000, 6,000, and 8,000. So I know if I keep that there, that's the highest thousand that I can get. I know that will be the largest. Now I know, so I'm going to move them around. So I know that's going to be 40,000. Can I make it 40-something thousand? 8's my next largest number. So I have 2, 8, and 6 to play with. So I know 8 is my next highest number. So I'm going to do 48,000. 48,206. No, I can still go higher than that because I know that 600. 6 lots of hundreds is a lot higher than 2. I'm going to read this out. 48,602. I think that is the highest number I can go. I wonder if that was the same as what you did. But I need to write this into my place value chart now to have a look. So I'm going to come on over. I've got 48,000 now. 48,000. I cannot just put that in my ones column. 48,000. Okay, so I need to put the 4 for 40 into because it's 40,000. I need to put that in my tens column under my thousands period. So 48,602. Where does my 2 go? Does it go in the tens or the ones? Well, it's not 20, so I can't put a 2 in the tens because the value isn't 20. So I need to make sure I put a 0 there, okay? Because if I put a 2 there, it's not going to be the same as my word, okay? It's not going to match. So I need to make sure I have my 0 there and my 2 goes in my ones. Did you get the same number as me? Now, can you make the smallest number? Okay, the smallest number, so the lowest place value that you can out of these words. I want you to have a go at that, okay? And then I want you to see if there's any other combinations that you can make. I'm going to add some words up there for you to have a play with. So remember, I'm looking for to see if you can make the smallest place value. And then another challenge is to see how many combinations that you can now make, all right? I'm gonna add some extra words up there for you. Remember, you can do these in your Google document and submit them onto Google Classroom. I would love to see all the combinations, or even you can take a photo of your place value chart and show me all the different numbers that you have created with these words that I've left up for you. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I can't wait to see all your work that you are producing, and I'll see you soon. Bye.